Alright, all you Poco X3 Pro users out there, yet another install and preview for you guys. This time we are talking about a ROM that I'm probably going to experience in the Android 12 flavor on this device for the first time. We are talking about Paranoid Android Unofficial. This is based on Android 12, released on the 26th of January. We're going to quickly install it. We will have a first look at the UI and the feel of the ROM. So before we get into the details, if you haven't already, please subscribe because it doesn't cost you anything and it really motivates us to make amazing content like this. Now, without further ado, hello awesome people. Welcome to PhoneOps. My name is Kailash. Let's get going. Now this, what you see over here, the changelog is on Telegram. We have more than 1800 members on Telegram. You can join us there and you can follow us on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook. So let's see what we have here. Paranoid Android Unofficial. The maintainer is Fox.47. This will work on YU and Bhima both. Android version is 12, released on the 26th of January 2022. Now, initial Android 12 release, January security patch, disabled QTI WFD Miracast for now. Using Mochi as a default kernel, so the performance should be decent. Remember, we won't have benchmark in today's video. Note, OSS based includes GApps, firmware 12.0, SE Linux is enforcing, safety net should be passed, don't PM the dev. Now, what do you need to do in order to flash a custom ROM? I keep saying this all the time. Make sure you have more than 50% battery on your device. Make sure you've backed up all the information on your phone because everything will be wiped. Okay, and you need to ensure you have an unlocked bootloader and a TWRP of your choice installed. Now, in this case, we are using a OTG pen drive. I'll be wiping internal storage. If your files are on the internal storage, don't wipe internal storage. You can leave that aside. Right now, the files that you will need for this particular ROM is the firmware and the ROM itself, because it does come with GApps and we are not going to be using BFE or Magisk in this case. Now, once everything is taken care of, you can go to the recovery, that is TWRP, press and hold volume up and power till the time you see the TWRP logo. There you have it. We are in TWRP now. So we're going to go to wipe, let the touch drivers load. Advanced wipe, Dalvik data internal storage cache. You can leave this unticked if your files are on the internal storage. Okay. Now go to install, select the USB OTG and let's look for the ROM and the firmware. The firmware is 12.0.5, so select this. Now mine is an Indian Bhima device, so YU in global is the firmware I'm using. Add more zips and let's look for this particular ROM here. Look for the ROM AOSP Sapphire YU Alpha 26 Jan build. Swipe to confirm flash. Now both these files will be flashed one by TWRP. So please be patient while the flashing is done. Alright, now as you can see, everything has been flashed successfully. There is no error whatsoever. So we'll go to wipe, format data and type in yes. Okay, now reboot system. Now at this point, you may go ahead and disconnect the OTG pen drive because the phone should be booting into the ROM just fine. Give it about say 45 seconds to a minute. This is a custom ROM based on AOSP, so it should boot relatively faster, unlike MIUI. That is the boot animation for Paranoid Android. It looks a little different in the 12 flavor, but yeah, it looks good. Okay, just like that, we have booted. It didn't really take long. As I mentioned, I'm quickly going to skip through the setup part. We can set it up later when we are doing a full review. So let's quickly go to the home screen here. Alright, and just like that, we are on the home screen. We have a beautiful bluish purple wallpaper. And as you can see, very minimal applications, just like any other Android 12 custom ROM. The camera application here is very basic, but using our guide, you can install the best Gcam. You can go ahead and check that video out. It will really help you. Now, Material U or Monet UI is doing a great job over here. If you look at the quick tiles, you do have Wi-Fi working. So that is a good thing. You have the screen recorder over here, which allows you to record internal and external audio. The moment you start recording, you will see that you get a timer and then it starts recording right away. I'm not signed in, so we don't really have Google Feed. We'll do that in the full review. But from the looks of it, the stutter is not there, which is a good thing. Let's go ahead and stop the recording here. Okay. You're getting sound notifications as well. If you go to the edit menu, you don't really have a lot of customization. Now, I've said this in the past as well. If you look at the quick tiles, you will understand what sort of customization a particular custom ROM will offer. So let's go back to the main screen here. It feels really smooth. Let's go to About Phone. Let's go to the Android version 12. Paranoid Android Sapphire Alpha 1 January security patch. Android version of course is 12. It comes with the Mochi kernel, right? And we are running this on Bhima. Now if you actually go to display over here, you have prevent accidental wake up, screen timeout, lock screen. So you have privacy options over here, you have text options over here, you have the ambient display options over here, in which you can keep several options, which is a good thing. You don't have always on display. I'm looking for, okay, it does have smooth display. It doesn't really have 90 Hertz as an option over here. So that is something you should be aware of. Tap to wake, auto rotate screen, dark theme, prevent accidental wake up, and adaptive brightness. Now, apart from this, all the other settings that you see here are pure Android 12. So not many changes that you see over here. And if you go to notifications, you should go ahead and enable notification history, which is a really useful option. If you go to battery, you will have thermal profiles over here. So let's set the calculator to performance mode or benchmark mode. You don't have the 180 Hertz touch sampling rate though. Battery percentage can be enabled. You do have battery manager. And then under sound, let's see what we have. We have direct sound enhancer and clear speaker options, which are present as well. So that's a good thing. Now, if you go to wallpaper, you have wallpaper and style, which allows you to use themed icons. You can go ahead and change the wallpaper, but there is just one. Apart from this, if you go to home settings, you will see that you have a very basic and bare bones launcher. You don't really have any customization options as far as the launcher is concerned. You do have your standard Android 12 widgets, which are present and work absolutely fine. Apart from this, as I said, wallpaper and style is present. Themed icons are working absolutely fine as well. Now, you do have privacy settings from Android 12, which are present and they are working absolutely okay. Under passwords and accounts, you do have certain options, and under system, you do have things like gestures as well. Now, under gestures, you have one-handed mode, swipe to screenshot and extended screenshot. I don't see the double tap feature which was introduced with Pixel Experience. So I believe it is yet to make its cameo in other ROMs. But as you can see, the ROM feels really smooth. There is no problem whatsoever. Wi-Fi is working fine as well. And I don't really see any major issues with this particular update. So all in all, Paranoid Android looks like a decent ROM. Understand, I have not reviewed it. This is just an install and preview which will show you how to install it. So let me know in the comment section what do you think about this video. Until the next one, this is Kailash signing off at PhoneOps. Keep smiling, take care, goodbye.